We kick things off with our culture corner, powered by the folks at the National Gas Company, and it's a Rapso vibe. I'm pleased to have and announce, out of the three Canal movement, Wendell Manwarren.
In this anti-manite town, everything like it upside down. In this anti-manite space, all man got to know the place. In this anti-manite city, partner, right now is no pity. In this anti-manite time, the warrior toe the line and wine. Cause right now, Santi-manite, right now, Santi-manite.
Rapso, how long you guys have been doing this work, Wendell, when you look back?
It's our 26th year in the music.
26 years in the music.
26 years in the music. I mean, not counting the lockdown period.
Right, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but we were still active in a quiet way, but 26 years is a long time, and we give thanks for that.
Preparing for the segment and talking the culture, I reflected way back in terms of Rapso. Back in our school days, we were never taught that, Wendell.
No, we weren't taught these things. But we were exposed to it. Randstad Lane was on the TV. Strike Squad, Target, Leslie Tiger, Stewart.
So I never connected that to Rapso.
Yeah, well.
Back when we were younger.
Because in those days, Resistance and the network Rapso Rhythm Band would
Right.
have been the main manifestation of Rapso. But Resistance in particular, was the one who pointed at Lansford and said, that's the inspiration, that's the source. Back to a song called Blow Away, 1970.
I want to take some time to educate the people a little bit, because if you're not familiar, you don't know what is Rapso and what the movement represents in our culture, how would you simply break that down for us?
Well, Rapso is an evolution of our cultural expression, starting from Kaiso, that evolved to Calypso, that evolved through soca. Even Rapso and soca was evolving around the same time, because as a matter of fact, Rapso was recorded in 1970. Soca would have been recorded just a little later, or just around the same time. So for me, it's all one music. It's just different iterations of the music, right? Yeah. And the music come from, before that, they come from Africa. We're part of an oral tradition, the call and response, the chanting, the raising energies and a vibration, the use of the voice and the drum, all that, straight from Africa land. So, and the griot, because we come from oral tradition, the griot was the man whose task it was to keep the people informed as to their history and their cultural forms and their traditions. And the Calypsonian is an extension of the griot, and the Rapso man is an extension of that. And the Rapso focuses on rhythm, word, power, word, rhythm, and that whole interbalance between it. So maybe it's less melodic than Calypso,
right?
And it's more sort of bouncing and spirited, you know.
Even more rugged.
Even though I just sang there, for me, Kaiso is Rapso man revisiting Kaiso, going back to the mother music,
right?
You know, because the verses would have more of a Rapso pattern, especially when Stanton come down. But the idea of the chorus was to lean back on the tradition, on the form, that Re minor, and connect to that sweetness, that cry, that Santi-manite is a particular cry, you know.
You guys have stayed in that lane. And
but we've experimented tremendously.
You have, yeah.
We've made all kind of music.
But I mean, you're known for that. And the message in the music, just as with Calypso, as you kind of compared it, where, you know, our stories are told, Rapso also is its own storyteller.
Rapso, as I say, places heavy emphasis on the word and the power of the word, choice of word, you know, the word that has the power to create or destroy, to heal and edify, as opposed to create friction and division, because all you could use the word for good or for light, dark or light, you know. So the Rapso man, the example of Lansdot Lane, the example of resistance, then Kindred and Ataclan and all these guys, I was always trying to keep a very heavy emphasis on also representing, as resistance would say, the dispossessed, representing the underclass, the man who do have a voice for himself, pretty much the same as the Calypsonian.
Yeah. Wendell, but do you see the movement, the music evolving? Young people taking it on. You guys have been in it 26 years. After three Canal movement, what's next for Rapso?
Well, that's a good question, because overall the music is ever evolving. The Rapso vibration continues to live on, but under a different name. Maybe it might be called Zessa or Trinidad in some form or fashion. Like I was listening to this song last year, Take Bamboo Gal, Take Bamboo Right There Gal, which is a kind of Zessa song, right? A contemporary soca. It was a big hit last year. But one day I was listening to the verse structure, and I was hearing a voice structure that was very reminiscent of
You serious?
Home Front. Dun, 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 ba-dum, dum. Ding, ding, dun, dun, bum, ba-dum, bum. Ding, dun, 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 bum, ba-dum, dum. Ba-dum, dum, ding, ding, bum, ba-dum, dum. Big night when we come in, we want to start back rolling, people start back. So, I mean, the music, we may call it whatever we want to call it. The music is a dynamic, the music keeps evolving, and we have to just keep pace with that evolution. Now, a certain aspect of Rapso is the philosophy of it, right? That consciousness of using the word in a positive way. Is that carrying over? Maybe not as much as we would like, but like one of the things we do in the Backyard Jam is give young artists, or not so young, all kind of people who've recorded, taking the time to record, and they are nowhere for the song to be heard. And you'd be amazed at the number of all kind of expressions you get inside it. And so it's sometimes
untapped,
and sometimes it's for a lack of perceived opportunity. So they say, well, let me make a song that will impact in the Carnival, and they make a certain kind of song, but they may also have a range of other songs. A youth man sent me about 10 songs. He have a full YouTube channel, one called Joy, one called Bless. One, it's like everything have a positive name to it, and it grooving, it's swinging, it's contemporary. So we put him on the other day, see how he react, how the people take it, and you never know, a space might open up for him. So I think sometimes it's exposure and also getting behind the thing in a committed way. But I maintain like the music continues to evolve. None of us really have any control over the evolution or the direction it takes. We could influence it, but we can't control it.
Makes sense. Rapso Vibe in the Culture Corner today. I want to thank Wendell for dropping by. February 13th, guys. Go and check them out. They put on a fantastic concert, and as Wendell just said, it's Little Rod is here, so he make me jump on all.
That just come out of me.
Wendell Manwarren, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Blessings. Yeah, man,
Thank you. Rapso Vibes in the Culture Corner. We coming back. Couple Joe Carnival in full effect.
Yeah.